Marketing as we know it is changing, and it's never been better to be in marketing.
As marketing's become more and more complex, the problems that marketers are finding are actually very common.
And so the opportunity for the WFA and the ANA is to really play a leading role within the industry to help marketers take their game up.
Saying, okay, what role are we playing in society at large, and particularly as we grow, what responsibility do we have to give back?
These days, companies are expected to make a positive change.
I really believe that things are shifting, and I think the businesses that will thrive going forward are those that have an ideal at their center and activate that across their entire business system.
There is lots of ways to succeed. It requires innovation, it requires great creativity, it requires the ability of an organization that's motivated to have the passion to be able to think differently.
When you have an ideal at the center of your business, it must then kind of come to life across your whole business. That means your culture has to be built on the ideal. How you communicate inside and outside the company has to be based on the ideal. How you deliver your experience with customers has to strengthen and emanate from the ideal. Then how you evaluate your business has to come from the ideal. So it really is the basis of your business model, and if you do one or two of those, it won't work. It won't be authentic.
There are sort of three broad trends that we're looking at: changing demographics, changing technology, and then this thirst for value that consumers are looking for in the companies from which they purchase products and services. And I think what we learned today in a variety of different formats and using all sorts of different case studies was how that whole notion of value and how you deliver value must come through in your brand.
This whole idea of making marketing noble again, and recognizing that done well, it's a wonderful craft, a wonderful profession.
And they will have to perceive a sort of higher purpose of what you do. And I thought it was quite striking to see that across all those presentations.
So reinventing marketing, as we say, for life, with people at the center is absolutely crucial.
And so for global brands to be getting that equation right, whereby you stand for something as a global brand while being relevant to local consumers which are different, is actually the whole challenge, is getting that tension right. And that is something with which many companies and many marketers are still struggling.
But I think my message is pretty much the message to a certain extent I'm hearing back in terms of people being aware of the importance of authenticity these days for a brand. And obviously a marketeer should only be as good as the brand that they're representing. Otherwise, if you're presenting something as something that it's not, effectively people, consumers, are going to work that out.
And we think that there's a lot to gain in cross-fertilizing, in exposing companies and people to other ideas and other thinkers across all geographies. And that's really where we see our role. It is really to be helping accelerate that conversation and inspire people.